Hello students. Now today we see unit 2, that is equations of the first order but not of first degree. So in this paper differential equation we are studying various types of differential equations. So let us see this type, that is equations of first order but not of first degree. So equation of this type, that is differential equation of first order and not first degree, means degree greater than 1, higher degree. So differential equation of first order and nth degree is defined as dy by dx bracket raised to n plus p1 into dy by dx bracket raised to n minus 1 plus p2 into dy by dx bracket raised to n minus 2 plus dash dash plus pn minus 1 into dy by dx plus pn is equal to 0. So see here, order of the differential equation is first order but degree of the differential equation is n, highest degree of each term. If we compare each term, then the highest degree in this equation is n. Therefore this is nth degree first order and nth degree differential equation. Now in this equation p1 p2 pn, capital P1 p2 pn, these are all functions of x and y. Remember this. In last chapter we have seen, that is linear differential equation with constant coefficients. In that differential equation p1 p2 was only constants, and here these p1 p2 are function of x and y. So remember this. Now in this equation we denote dy by dx by small p. In last chapter we have denoted dy by dx by capital D. So here we put small p for dy by dx. Therefore this above equation becomes small p raised to n. Dy by dx raised to n means this becomes small p raised to n plus p1 small p raised to n minus 1 plus p2 small p raised to n minus 2 plus dash dash plus pn minus 1 into small p plus pn is equal to 0. So this is our form of the equation. Now since this equation is of first order, the general solution of this equation will contain only one arbitrary constant. You know that initially I have told you that the number of arbitrary constants are nothing but the number of order of that differential equation. So this is first order differential equation, so solution will contain only one constant. Now for solution of this type of differential equation we consider some cases or some forms of equations. So first form of the equation is equations solvable for p. So in this type our differential equation is this p raised to n plus capital P1 p raised to n minus 1 plus capital P2 p raised to n minus 2 plus dash dash pn minus 1 into p plus pn is equal to 0. This is equation number 1. Now this equation or this LHS of this equation can be factorized into linear factors in p. Since this is polynomial in p, we can factorize it. Therefore, factors may be in this form: p minus f1 of xy, means p minus some function of xy. When polynomial is in x, that is x raised to n plus p1, x raised to n minus 1, like that, we factorize. Factors are x minus some constant, or similarly here, since these coefficients are functions of x and y, factors will be in this form: p minus some function of xy, suppose it is f1, then second factor p minus another function of xy, say it is f2, then third factor will be p minus any function of xy, suppose it is f3, dash dash nth factor will be p minus n fn of xy, that is any other function of xy. So there are these n factors, and product of these n factors is equal to 0. Now we can equate each factor to 0. Therefore, this p minus f1 xy is equal to 0. Therefore, p is equal to f1 xy. Similarly, p minus f2 xy is equal to 0. Therefore, p is equal to f2 xy dash dash. And from last factor we get p is equal to fn xy. Therefore, this p is nothing but dy by dx. Therefore, we get n solutions as n equations as dy by dx is equal to f1 xy, dy by dx is equal to f2 xy dash dash, dy by dx is equal to fn xy. Now these are n equations, n differential equations. Therefore, by solving them we get n equations or n solutions. So first, this equation dy by dx is equal to f1 of xy. Solving this, we get some function of xy and some constant of integration c1. Therefore, we write solution as f1 of xy c1 is equal to 0. That means function of xy and constant c1 is equal to 0. Similarly, for second equation we get solution, and we write for that f2 of xy and c2 is equal to 0. Similarly, for nth factor we can write fn of xy cn is equal to 0. Here these c1, c2, cn are arbitrary constants of integration. When we integrate these equations we get solution, and for each equation we get some constant of integration. So c1, c2, cn are arbitrary constants of integration, but our general solution will contain only one arbitrary constant. Therefore, we substitute for c1, c2, cn only one constant c. Therefore, these n solutions becomes f1 of xyc is equal to 0, f2 of xyc is equal to 0 dash dash, fn of xyc is equal to 0. So these are n solutions. So we can combine these n solutions, or we can write product of these n solutions is equal to 0. Since each solution is equal to each equation in the solution is equal to 0, therefore we can take product. So f1 of xyc into f2 of xyc dash dash fn of xyc is equal to 0. So our solution will be in this form. So now we see example. So consider example. Solve x square p square plus xyp minus 6y square is equal to 0. So see, in this example we have already given equation in form of p. If there is dy by dx, then we put dy by dx by put value of dy by dx is equal to p. So here already equation is given in form of p, therefore we need not substitute dy by dx. So our equation is x square p square plus xyp minus 6y square is equal to 0. Therefore we have to now factorize this equation. We have to make factors. So see, here is x square p square, here is xy into p, and here is y square. So if we explicit this middle term like this, so this is x square p square plus this 1 xyp, we can write it as 3xyp minus 2xyp, so that 3 minus 2 becomes 1 xyp. So this is 3xyp minus 2xyp minus this 6y square is equal to 0. Now see, from these two terms we can take common xp. So taking common xp, here remains again xp plus 3y. xp is common. Here minus 2y is common from these two terms. Minus sign is also common. So minus 2y into bracket. Here remains px. Here, since minus is outside the bracket, here remains plus 3y is equal to 0. So here are this bracket px plus 3y. This bracket is here common, so we can take common xp plus 3y, and remaining in bracket here remains xp and here remains minus 2y. So xp minus 2y is equal to 0. Now these are the factors of the equations. Now we equate each factor to 0. So xp plus 3y is equal to 0, and here xp minus 2y is equal to 0. So now we have to solve these equations. So put value of p as dy by dx. So x into dy by dx plus 3y is equal to 0, and x into dy by dx minus 2y is equal to 0. Therefore this x into dy by dx is equal to minus 3y. Here x into dy by dx is equal to 2y. So here now this equation can be solved by separating the variables. So here is a dy, so this y divides here and this x divides on RHS. So dy upon y is equal to minus 3 upon this x into this dx is multiplied here, and here dy upon y is equal to 2 upon x into this dx. X is divided and dx is multiplied. So now integrate, since variables are separate, we can integrate and solve the equations. So integrating dy upon y, we get log y is equal to integrating this 3 upon x, minus 3 is constant and integral of 1 upon x is log x, therefore minus 3 into log x plus constant of integration. Since here two terms are of logarithmic terms, so we take here constant as log c. Now here dy upon y, integrating we get log y is equal to 2 into integral of 1 upon x is log x plus constant of integration log c. So this is equal to this log y plus 3 log x is equal to log c. Here log y minus 2 log x is equal to log c. So log y plus log this 3 log x means log x cube. So log x cube is equal to log c. Here log y and this minus 2 log x means log x square is equal to log c. So this is equal to this log y plus log x cube means log x cube into y, product of these two terms. So log x cube into y is equal to log c, and log y upon log y minus log x means log y upon x square. Log y minus log x square means log y upon x square is equal to log c. So now on both sides there is a log, therefore eliminating log we get x cube y is equal to c, and here y upon x square is equal to c. Therefore we get equation x cube y minus c is equal to 0, and this y upon x square minus c is equal to 0. Therefore the general solution of given differential equation is product of these two solutions. So x cube y minus c into y upon x square minus c is equal to 0. So this is our solution. So in this way we can solve given equation by factorizing and then integrating. So we stop here.